very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it is very difficult and consuming of time and money to pry information out of this government. Now, I've always suspected that requests from media and opposition were treated differently, and look what we found. Government emails showing that Liberal FOIPs were intercepted by a Deputy Minister, then run through a committee for discussion, and then sent to Cabinet for consultations. So to the Minister of Accountability, Transparency and Transformation, why did Executive Council, the Premier's Office and Cabinet bend or break the rules of the FOIP Act?
Good question.
Mr. Speaker, what I can say is this government has an excellent record of responding to FOIP requests. In 2010 and 2011, we responded to more than 4,200 FOIP requests. 90% of those requests were responded to within 30 days, and 96% of those requests were responded to within 60 days. We have an excellent record responding to FOIP requests, Mr. Speaker.
That doesn't mean you didn't interfere.
Your first supplemental, and for the rest of us, please give her the floor, so without the yelling, the outbursts that we just heard. Please.
Hold the attention. Back to the same minister. Given that in the definitions of FOIP, a third party is a group other than government, so why were we told that another 30 days was needed to consult a third party when it was Executive Council which was being consulted?
Mr. Speaker, I want to correct an assumption that was made by this honourable member in her first question, and that is that Cabinet sees FOIP requests. I want to assure her that Cabinet does not see FOIP requests. FOIP requests are handled under the provisions that are set out in the Act, handled appropriately, and when it refers to Executive Council, it obviously refers to the Chief Deputy Minister, who coordinates the activities of other civil servants in appropriately responding to FOIP requests.
Final supplemental.
Sorry, that's just not what it says. Back to the Minister of Accountability, Transparency and whatever. Transformation, sorry. Was the permission sought of the Commissioner of Freedom of Information to allow extending time for multiple questions? That one would have been legit. Did you try it?
Speaker, I'm not sure what the honourable member is asking me for. We do have a good record. There is a procedure in the Act that can be followed. Section 65 of the Act provides a procedure that any person who makes a request under FOIP can go to the Commissioner and follow up, and the Commissioner has the power to investigate and take other measures under the Act. There is an effective piece of legislation, and there are procedures that can be used under that legislation, Mr. Speaker.